Hey, what's up, guys? Back from the deck profile here. Now, I know I've been doing a bunch of Dragon Link stuff. Hope you guys aren't tired of it. The deck's just one of my favorite decks to play with, honestly. And there's so many different ways to play this deck. This list I found just very good. So I definitely wanted to show you guys this. And I was super happy with how it turned out. Also, I'm going to show you a combo video at the end of this. Somebody asked me in the comments what my Needlefiber combo was from my last upload with Borland. I'll show you that combo as well. So, without further ado, guys, looking Dragon Link with Borland, and there's some crazy stuff in here too. So, very consistent though. So. All right. So as always, I start out with Seifert. The first starter is obviously Seifert, 3 black metal with the red MD. The cards are just absolutely ridiculous. Also, these cards are Borland Savage combo if you have 1 to 2 discards, depending on what they are. And then for the Rocket count, 3 Tracer, 1 Recharger, 2 Synchron, and I stuck with 3 Abstratter for this list because of the Needlefiber combo. I want to showcase you guys that because the combo is any tuner, rocket monster, and Abstratter is the Borland Savage combo. Once again, I want to specify it. Try to end on Seal, or try to use Seal first if you can, because if you get nibbed on Borland Savage, it's just not very good. And then for this list, I had to make space, so I went back to 1 Nocto. Card's still very good at 3. I will definitely be playing this at 3 in the future. I just had to make space for the interesting cards that were in here. So that's a one of Black Dragon, White Dragon, Lebaneer, just True Dudes, the Galactic Spiral. This card's insane. Also, one thing I want to note about this list too is I'm going to come back to this, but this card is 2,500 attack or more Dark Monster. You should remember that. So is Galactic Spiral, and so is Lebaneer. Okay, so far, I'm sure you can understand where I'm going with this. It's kind of like the 2013 Dragon Link list with the side, or Dragon Ruler list. The other one was the Tempest. Tempest was still just very important. The Bro Tour, like I said, this is like one of my favorite cards. Like even hard drawing this, like when you play, if they like ogre you, whatever, even if you're playing into a board going second, this card usually gets you there, to be 100% honest. This was the card that made it possible for my last upload when I was talking about when I played against my boy Cody, who was the Tenyi Sword Soul player, that since I opened this, it allowed me to do the Borland Savage Vampire Zombie after getting nibbed, which was very interesting. That was like insane. So, all right, then here's for the interesting one-ofs that I just thought were just very good. You guys have seen these cards on the channel before. So the Nemesis engine, this is nuts. Obviously this targets one of your banished monsters, puts it back in the deck, specials itself, Nemesis flag, and then you can add this from deck to hand. So also this is a Melody search target. Just wanted to add that in there. I'm not playing Melody currently in this list because the only 2 Melody targets are the Escatos and the Lebaneer. So, and then for the other interesting cards, so I'm playing this engine now. The Cyber Reflector with the Assault Beast, people are probably going to click off the video. Don't. This engine's insane because E-Telly's at 3. That's just very, very much where you want to be at with that, because like one E-Telly either gets you Chaos Ruler, Savage, or it can go into Needlefiber, it can go into the Dark Link too. Like it does a whole lot for this deck. So I just wanted to note that. And then for the hand traps, 3 Nib, 3 Lancia, 3 Gamma, obviously. So Lancia 2, recently I might end up switching to Valor. I feel like Valor is just a lot better now against like the Despia stuff. So we'll see. But the reason I kept the Lancia in here is because I'm playing the one Ghost Ogre, and there was actually a play where I did Zombie Vampire, special the Lancia, and it was like in a super like mid game state. And I used I used the E-Telly in my hand to summon out the Ogre, and then synchroed with the Lancia because it's level 5, and this is level 3 to make the Savage. So it was good, but once again, I'll probably in the future switch over from Lancia to Valor. And the one Ghost Ogre, I actually draw this a lot, but it's only in here for the E-Telly, because obviously this is a hand trap that you can use on board, just like Lancia is. So. I just want to note that. And then for the spells, for the one-ofs, obviously the Boot Sector, the Foolish Burial, and the Cult by the Grave. There's the only one-ofs. And then we're still playing 3 Dragon Ravine. Once again, I want to say this is like the best card in the deck. Later down the line, I'll probably do a 40 card list because I know people don't like the 60 cards, but the 60 card lists have been just they work in my favor. It's kind of like a player preference thing. So I might cut down to one of that for like a 40 card list just for you guys that don't like 60. So, and then obviously the Chaos, Space, the Quick Launch, and then obviously the fucking broken card. 3 E-Telly. This gets the Psi Reflector, which gets the Assault Beast, which you discard the Assault Beast for to add the Trap, and then I'll kind of explain that a little bit further once I get to that. So, and then the last spell is the 3 Dark Rulers, so especially since Borland, you guys know I'm a huge fan of this card. Since Borland is a, Ultimate Conductor, basically, you can just Dark Ruler them if you go second against a combo deck, wipe their whole board, see you later. So, and then, okay, so this is why I want to point this out. So this is the Assault Mode Activate that you get with the, so like when you E-Telly, you'll get, let me just pull this out. So you'll E-Telly, special list to board. On normal or special list adds a Assault Mode Activator, a card that lists it. So you add Assault Beast, discard the Assault Beast to add this card to hand. Then for Psi Reflector, you reveal in hand the Assault Mode Activate to special summon this, and then increase its level from 1 to 4. So you special it back as a level 7, and then this is Chaos Ruler for free, or Needlefiber, or the Dark Link 2, you know what I mean, so stuff like that. Also, with the reason I'm playing the Escatos and the Flag is these are different types. This is a Psychic, this is a Beast, this is a Pyro, and I'm going to get a little bit into this card. So I want to remember that I'm not just playing Dragons, and obviously Hand Traps are different types too, but other than just Dragons, I'm playing all of these, and E-Telly's at 3. Also, when you do this too, this card stays in your hand, so it's a free discard for Dragon Ravine after you go into Chaos Ruler, etc. So, a lot of the times with this list specifically, you'll have like 8 cards in hand before you even normal summon if you open E-Telly, which is just really good. Okay, so there's that, and then the last 2 trap cards. So this is what gives me like the 2013 Dragon Ruler, like Dragon Ruler spellbook format, those kind of vibes. Was I'm actually maining Eradicator now. So. I want to talk about this card. I'm actually going to get into this card a little bit more later, but it's just been proving to be very good against kind of the weaker points of the deck. Like back row decks just kind of slow this deck down. Like, and the reason I'm not playing like Twin Twister or Harpy's Feather Duster or whatever is because you can suit this card to what you need it to be. You know what I mean? So like, you know, it can pop all the spells in their hand if they're playing, you know, fucking Despia or, you know, Sky Striker or some shit like that. Or if you're playing like a Guru deck or something, like you can snipe that there can only be one that just locks you out of the fucking, you know, if you're only playing Dragons, there can only be one kind of fucks you. So then for the links, obviously the Striker, the Pisty, you know, very standard. Then the Romulus, the Quad Boral, the Lindorus, the Degenerate Dragon, the Dark, obviously the Needlefiber, which is part of the combo that I'm going to show you. And then I'm also only playing 1 seal now because of the Escatos. I had to make 1 extra deck cut, and the 2 seal wasn't really needed because of cards like this. Like you can end on like once you seal, if they nib you can get the Brotor, which searches the Levineer to rip a card, and if you open fucking EV, then you can just set the EV or something. Or like after you Savage negate something, you can just EV off the Savage and then pop spells or traps or whatever the fuck. So card's just been it's outperformed what it was. So. And then the last link too that I want to talk about is the Reproducus. So people, I've shown this on the channel before, like when I played the Prank Kids Nemesis deck. You can do this, Reproducus, and then change this card's type to whatever. So like if you're playing in Sword Soul, you can change it to Worms, then activate its effect to destroy everything. This won't die, but it still resolves, and you can still, neither player can summon that type of monster until the end of the next turn. So it locks them out of summoning Worms, special summoning Worms. Also, one thing that's really cool about Reproducus is it can change attribute too. So you could, like, you know, theoretically you could change, you know, something, I'm trying to think, something that's, you know, something in the main deck that's large for EV to a different type, you know what I mean? So also the Dark Link too, you can bring back, like, you know, fucking DPE, and then, you know, so just stuff like that. But this is just very good locking them out. I really enjoyed playing this, I will say. So, And then for the other links, the access code, once again, I cut Borosword for Borland. This is like one of my favorite cards right now. Card's insane, but once again, you do want to try and end on seal. You want to seal first before you Borland Savage, because nib punishes you. So even if you do get nibbed when you do seal, Borland, and then Savage, on the Savage attempt to equip, they nib you, you still get the seal effect to summon the Brotor, which gets you to, you know, basically a lot of things. So also seal can add, or Brotor can add Escatos if you have a light monster, light dragon. So, and then one zombie vampire, and then the last cards are the Delinquent Dew and the French Hot Red. Once again for EV, this is a target, this is a target, this is a target, this is technically a target, you know what I mean, for EV. So, and like I said with the Borland or the Savage Dragon, you can just do like the Omni negate something, and then tribute this off for Eradicator. I didn't play 3 in the main because if I lost the die roll, the card just became worse. Especially against like the Despia stuff. Like if you're going second and you're trying to set Eradicator, they're just going to Chimera your board anyway, so it just becomes a worse card. So that's why I only want to play 2. And then let me show you the combo real quick. Just the stuff that you guys said you want to see with the Nibiru combo or the Needlefiber combo. Let me pull this stuff out real quick. That's not the card. This is, I need this. Okay, this, and we'll just use Tracer because it's the 3 of that we play. I have to go back in here. Okay. Alright, so the combo is just a Tuna Rocket Monster and a Tuna Rocket Monster and an Absarada. Sorry, I was thinking I was talking. Alright, so you're just going to normal summon Tracer. Okay, special Absarada. Link 2 and a Needlefiber. Okay. Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, or Chainlink 1, Chainlink 2, depending on how you want to do it. Needlefiber will summon this, and then this will add the Tracer. Okay. And then here you'll link this off for the Striker. Okay. Striker's effects. Add this to hand. You'll play the Boot Sector special. Effect, pop this. To special, the Recharger. Okay. Now you can link this away for the Pisty. Pisty's effect to bring this back. Okay. Then you have a link 2, 1, 1, 1, which is link 5 for the Borland. Okay. And then the Borland effect, target this, negate it. Special summon back the Tracer, and then go into the Savage, and then Savage will equip the Needlefiber with 2 cards. So, and also in this combo too, depending on how your hand is, you can actually do the reason let me back up. The reason I like that combo is because it doesn't waste the Borland and the Delingerous for that combo. It just uses the Needlefiber, so you can still have fucking Quad Boral for later in the game. Also, if your hand is different, like the other 3 cards are different, then you can make Romulus there too at some point, you know what I mean, and then make this as well. So add this too. So, but I just wanted to, you know, show it using the least amount of my extra deck because I like keeping like you know, Romulus and stuff in the extra deck for later in the game, especially since I play 3 Ravines. You know, chances are a lot of the time you already have one in hand, so not a big deal, but. And then with the Psychic stuff, like I said, if you draw E-Telly, this combo is just way more insane. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. Make sure to leave me comments down below. You know, deck profiles you want to see. Leave me questions for the Ask Me Anything video. And thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.